Just a quick check. Is the sound working now? All right, I'm going to wait just 1 minute. Cool. I hope people are just looking on the YouTube and seeing that it is going live. About 30 more seconds here. All right, take two. So sorry about that. Still figuring out the technology side of things. Yeah, I feel bad. Lost some people here. Gonna let it go. Hopefully they'll find it. So let's do the sync up. We're just gonna start fresh. Right leg over the left. Right hand underneath the armpit. Left hand, give yourself a hug. Look over your left shoulder, bring the body around to the right, and pull in your spinal pelvic lock. Activate the perineum, belly button to spine. 3 breaths in and out the mouth. 1, 2, 3. 3 breaths in the nose, out the mouth. 1, 2, 3. Unwind. Move the body around a little bit. So we're going to do a palate swipe. So you can do any of these seated. You can do them on the floor. You can do it standing if you have more energy. Good. I'm glad more people are finding this link again. All right. So right hand on top of your left shoulder, left hand across the body on top of your right shoulder. We're going to take our thumb on the right hand, and we're going to go from the right side of the roof of the mouth, starting back by the back molars on the right side, swiping right to left, using a good amount of pressure here. So 6 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Unwind. Move the head and neck around. Some people don't feel much on the first time or 2 or 3 on that one, but usually after a week, world's a little brighter. You can feel the breathing of the cranial bones. So the next one we're going to do may feel great. Now it's going to feel probably intense. So we're going to do a pterygoid release. The fingers are going to go in the mouth here. And what they're going to do is they're going to go in top on the outside of the teeth. And I'm going to go all the way back and push back and up. So both fingers, slide them in the mouth all the way to the back, and you will likely feel something. It'll probably be a loud sensation. I won't be able to talk here, so I'll just say it now. You'll be moving the head around, taking some breaths, and do it nice and slowly. So here we go. Index fingers in. Put your thumbs on your chin. Opening, closing the mouth slowly. Yawning if you can. We'll go just a little bit longer here. Good. Just take a moment and notice what that feels like. I feel like buzzing. My eyes watered a little bit. I sweat a little bit on that one. So super intense, super powerful. Those muscles are helping control the jaw. So we'll be accessing the jaw in different ways. The palate swipe and the inside the jaw release, I decided to do first. So we can put our hands all over our head and neck and not worry about putting fingers in the mouth. So let's do our classic here. It's going to be the antler twist. I'm going to take my right hand, heel of the hand onto the temple, fingertips facing back. With my left hand, same thing, but fingertips facing forward. So I'm going to crush my head as much as I can, really squeeze it. Slowly rotate your fingers to face upwards, giving yourself some antlers. And then interlace your fingers or just grip the top of your head and pull that skin up. Slowly moving the head around, opening, closing the mouth. Even better, a lot of yawns. Feel free to sigh and make noises. Looking up, looking down, left and right. Good. Letting it go and just enjoying the shift. My mind always feels more quiet after that one. Perhaps you hear the shift in my voice. It's definitely up there in the top 5 favorite fascial maneuvers, the antler twist. So yeah, before we move on, a couple things you can think of as we go through these. Sitting down, totally great. You can always cross one leg over. So for doing stuff in the head, you can use this kind of torque to bring in your spine more. And it's all very experimental. Find your own tension patterns, what works best for you. If you're feeling a little more active, you can do all these from a deep squat as well. All right, let's do the jaw again. So this time I'm going to take my right hand finger pads. Same thing, fingertips facing back, but find like the kind of meaty part of the jaw here. With the left hand, meaty part of the jaw, fingertips facing forwards. So squish your face in and then rotate so your fingertips are facing up. It's hard to talk like this. Moving the head around. Opening, closing the mouth, yawning. Sometimes when I yawn, it kind of pushes my hands out, so I just need to regrip and go back in. Good, let it go. I'm releasing some heat from my head. Wow, crack, 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 crack. So that's the human garage version. They call it getting cheeky. I do a different version usually. I do a skin pinch. So on the right side, I'm going to pinch and go forward. On the left side, I'm going to pinch and go backwards. So let's just try that one to feel the contrast. So pinching the skin, rotating the skin, and don't stress about which way you rotate. You can try the other way. And if you feel more tension that way, you can do that. I actually feel more tension the other way, so I'm going to do the opposite side. You can translate the jaw, moving it side to side, slower than what I just showed. Keep going. When you're doing these on your own, 6 breaths is a good minimal effective dose. Good. Find a completion there. Move the head and spine around and bring the shoulders in a little bit. And always just be open to listening to impulses for how your body wants to move. And see if you can enjoy it 10% more. Generally good practice to anytime we're doing a fascial maneuver to squeeze in the spinal pelvic lock. So again, if you haven't been taking the classes, that's belly button to spine, pulling the perineum up, or you can think of like a Kegel or squeezing your sex organs. So it's about pressure in the system, and we'll explain that another time. But we tend to live up here in the head, head and the chest. So bringing more awareness to the belly, pelvis area, generally a good thing. First and second chakra activation. So if I say spinal pelvic lock, it's an invitation to squeeze. All right, let's do the ear pull. So I'm going to take my right hand, I'm going to reach over and grab the top of my left ear, and then my right hand is going to grab the lobe. So I'm going to pull out and away from each other. So try to pull your ear off your head, gently moving the head around, spinal pelvic lock, and feel free to use that extra torque from the legs. Keep going. If you ever need like the yawn to like catch, think about rolling the tongue either up on itself or down underneath itself. And a few like opening the mouth with a few like quick inhales can help let the yawn catch. So you get the full wave. Never cut off a yawn. Let the whole thing complete. Good. See if you can sense the difference between the right and left side of your head for a moment. Cool. Right hand reaches above your head. Grab top of your left ear. Left hand grabs the lobe. Pull it out and away from each other, trying to pull your ear off as you gently move the head around, yawning, opening, closing the mouth. And I think it feels really good to get into really the face muscles and plasticity. So any sort of making some special looking faces. Good, let it go. Move the head around. I felt like a rush of warmth throughout my skull on that one. The ear twist is going to be next. So thumbs are going to go in the ears, and I'm going to squeeze my ears and I'm going to fold them both down. So thumb in and down. You know the drill. Open, close the mouth, yawn, move the head around. All the same things. Good, let it go if you can hear me. Let that settle for a moment. Last 5 years of doing yawning and pandiculation is my favorite somatic practice. Getting to do all the cranial stuff plus yawning, like took my favorite thing and made it exponentially better. So one thing I'll invite with the face as we go to the next one is from Continuum. It's a somatic floor movement practice, one of my favorite practices. And Emily Conrad calls it the pedal breath. So it looks like this. I'm trying to fold my lips like as if I could get them on the inside of my teeth. And then opening the mouth so it blooms like a petal. So if I say pedal breath, feel free to play with that one. Totally optional. I think it feels really nice. You have some key acupuncture meridians that start and end here. One that goes top all the way down, and this one all the way down to the root. So that was her rationale with the pedal breath. All right. So finger in the ear this time. If you have nails, be careful. Maybe try to use the pad of the finger. And it's the opposite torque of what we did for the antlers. So in the antlers, my right hand goes towards the front. This time it's going to go towards the back. So I'm going to put my finger in my ear if I can, or just use the finger pad. You can grab the little cartilage right underneath there. And so I'm going to twist my right ear back and my left ear finger in going forward. So we're going in opposite directions here. Right goes back, left goes forward. Good, let it go. Right. Next one. Just notice we've done a good handful so far for the last 15 minutes or so. Notice how the face, how the head feels. So I know I said it's gonna be like 20 or 30 minutes. We got a late start. I'm gonna keep going. Feel free to jump off whenever. This will be on the YouTube channel, so freely available whenever you want to return. And if you want to go deep and keep going, we're gonna do the sinuses next. So the way this one works is I'm gonna take my left hand, reach it across to the right side of my nose, and then I'm gonna pin with my thumb on my left cheek. I'm going to take my skin on the right side, from the cheek and push back. If you want to, sometimes it's very helpful to use the t-shirt or the towel for grip here. So if you can't see what I'm doing, I'll show one more time. If you're good, keep going. But I am on the, I'm mirrored in my screen, so it's throwing me off on left and rights. My left hand is reaching across to pin my nose. My thumb is helping pin. And then my right hand is on the cheekbone going back. Open, close the mouth, move the head around. Good. Take a breath into the nose. You notice the sensation different in the sinuses from right to left. Let's even our sides out. Now I'm going to use my right hand to the left side of my nose. I'm going to pin with my thumb, and I'm going to go to the cheekbone, back towards the ear. Moving the head around, yawning, sighing, making sounds if you want to, using what you can to bring more of your body in if you want to. Sometimes with yawning, it's like almost there, and you just have to be really patient with it. Keep the mouth open. Sometimes like still inhaling, exhaling through the mouth. And I found those like stubborn yawns that take that extra like time with, when they finally hit their peak, they're the best. So don't shortchange yourself. Next one is going to be for the forehead, frontal bone. So I'm going to use my fingers like little rakes here, and I'm going to grab kind of around the hairline, maybe just above, and I'm just going to pull straight down here. So you can pull down, you can move the head around. I like to tuck my chin to my chest on this one because I get a little extra in the neck and back. You can round the back. First time I did this one, I'm like, am I doing anything? Is this moving at all? And so I moved in the opposite direction, like, oh yeah, that skin does slide a little bit. So even if it's a little bit of movement, a little bit goes a long way. Take a few more breaths here. In the nose, out the mouth. Cool. All right. Let it go. Enjoy the sensation. Just inviting in a moment of gratitude. This miracle we call the body. For the technology to connect us like this, even when there is user error on the sound through the vagus nerve. So for this one, I'm going to start with my left hand, and I'm going to reach across just above my collarbone into this little soft spot here. So right on the first rib there. Anywhere in there is going to work, and you're going to turn the skin. Which way is up to you. So you can experiment with both ways, find which one has more resistance, and go into the resistance. Keep that pinned as you take your right hand to your jaw. Grab a little skin as you push your head away, creating space between your two hands. And we'll take some breaths in the nose, out the mouth. Feel free to let out some sighs here, or some humming is really nice too. Keep that tension. My head likes to tilt back a little bit on this one to get more out of it. Good, let it go. Can you sense a difference on the right side and the left side? So the sternocleidomastoid muscle is this big one right here. The vagus nerve runs right behind it. So if you want to use that visualization for opening up the fascial sheath around that big parasympathetic on switch. Right hand to the left collarbone, find your rotation, which way has more resistance. You can use kind of 2 or 3 fingers here. And then left hand, grab a little skin, push your head away. Breathing in the nose, out the mouth. The vagus nerve is also activated by sighing, deep breaths, humming, loud singing. And let it go. Move the head, move the spine. Next one's gonna be neck and thyroid. So for this one, I'm gonna go hands here, and they're just gonna separate. So I'm gonna pull some skin back gently, and then top hand goes up, bottom hand goes down. Be gentle. Don't choke yourself unless you really want to. I find if I look up a little bit, I get a little more out of this one. And in the nose, out the mouth. Good, let it go. Right, next one is another favorite, chin and cheeks. My cheeks are feeling a little slidey, so I'm going to use a towel here. I'm going to take my left hand, and I'm going to grab my chin with my arm out to the side, grab some chin skin, and rotate it downwards. Take that hand, same thing as we did before, cheekbone going back. Spinal pelvic lock, moving the head and neck around slowly. You can always regrip if you lose it. See what it's like to look all the way up on this one. Good, let it go. Shake it out. Second side. Right hand. Grab some chin skin. Grab it tight. Rotate it down. Left hand on the cheek. Push that cheek skin back. Moving the head around slowly. You know the drill by now. I like yawning on this one, but it definitely pushes my hands out. I just need to regrip them both. Good, let it go. Next one is peekaboo. And this one is similar to palette swipe in that we only do it on one side. Nothing's going to happen if you do it on the other side. Feel free to experiment if you want. We're going to take the right hand and you're going to reach behind your neck and grab some skin and pull it behind your neck. Bring it all the way so your elbow's out in front again. This one's called peekaboo because we're going to start on the cheek, kind of covering the eye, and as we start the movement, the eye appears. So cheek, eye. Take the left hand, keep going back with it, keep tractioning the right hand, and you're going to slowly turn your head to the right. Just in that vector, you don't actually have to move much here, just activating the head towards the right will do it. In the nose, out the mouth. Oh yeah, I can get so much deeper when I use the towel. Good, let it go. Okay. So I don't teach this one because it's called the hair pull and don't got much going on with that. But if you are like me and don't have hair, you can use a towel or a hat. If you do have hair, you're going to use your right hand and you're going to grab a good handful of hair close to the follicles and you're going to rotate it, bringing the elbow towards the front and pull up, trying to create a little space between the skin up here and the skull bone. So again, right hand, grab some hair close to the follicle. And I take that hand and I rotate it so it comes forward and I pull up. I'm using both hands because I don't have anything else to grip onto. And move the head around. Good, let it go. Notice the sensation. Okay, wow, that one is really nice for me, even without the hair. So that does work quite well. Noted. All right, getting into some new territory here. So this one, what we're going to do is I'm going to pin the very bridge of the nose, kind of on the inside of the eye. And then my hand is going to come over the eye. So I'm contacting both the top and the bottom and going out with it. So my left hand comes across the nose, pins here. You can use the thumb for extra leverage. Then go over your eye and pull your right hand towards your right ear. Stretching the skin and fascia. In the nose, out the mouth. Good. Ooh, wow. Second side. Right hand pins the bridge of the nose, tear duct area. Left hand contacting both above and below the eye socket and taking the left hand back towards your ear. And the nose out the mouth. You can find a little movement in the head if you want. Good, good, good. All right. Another one for the jaw. So like fluid can get built up on the side here. So what we're going to do is similar to the ear pull. I'm going to take my left hand and reach it up and over my head. And where is not exact. So I come right in front of the ear on this little bone here. I'm going to take my other hand. So this hand is going to go up. This hand's going to go down. I'm going to pin the skin on the jaw, pulling the fingers away from each other. In the nose, out the mouth. Move the head around. Remember, you can always use your traction. A few yawns or opening, closing the mouth. Good. See if you notice the difference on the right side jaw versus left. All right, so I'm gonna take my right hand, coming up and over the top, in front of my ear. I'm gonna pull some skin up. I'm gonna use a double grip on this one. I'm gonna use my shirt for a little extra grip, and then the other fingers are gonna come below that, pulling down. Don't worry about perfection on any of these. Do your best. We're just pulling skin, moving fascia. Having this stretchy, elastic skin is really good for keeping the skin tone. So it's opposite of what people think. Lack of movement in the face can cause kind of wrinkles, and the more movement, more elasticity we bring into the tissues, the more healthy it's going to be. Good, good, good. All right, just got a couple more here. It's gone on longer than I thought it was going to, but I'm having a good time. People are still hanging out, so let's do a few more. I've nicknamed these ones the third eye because we're going to go kind of right between the eyebrows here. So the first one we're going to do is going to be separating the eyebrows, and then we're going to go vertical. So you can take the heels of your hands over kind of all this eyebrow skin and go back towards your ears. Moving the head around, breathing in the nose, out the mouth. Inviting in, just extending some love and gratitude to your body. And you can breathe through all of your skin and fascia, feeling a relaxed aliveness throughout your whole system. Good. Hmm. Let that settle for a minute. A nice little warm, buzzing feel. And so the vertical, I'm going to kind of pin the bridge of the nose here and pull it down. And I take my other hand and I'm going to go up with it. I'm releasing a little heat. I'm going to use my grip here. Pull the bridge of the nose down. Pull your forehead skin up. Use what you can. Moving the head around, in the nose, out the mouth. Remember, you have a spinal pelvic clock. You got feet, you got legs. You activate a little bit more of the whole body. We're bringing a little bit of movement in if you want to. A couple more in the nose, out the mouth. All right. I'm going to go to my occiput here, kind of like the ridge of the skull, and I'm going to pull outwards. Imagine you can create some space back there, opening up the back of your head. I think this one feels good, tucking the chin to the chest. Finding a little movement here. Good, let it go. So, one more for the neck. And full disclosure, I made this one up earlier today for a client on a call. She was having some suboccipital stuff going on here. So we were trying to DIY fascial maneuver. So what I came up with was one hand here, like base of the neck, back of the head. And I'm going to pull the skin away. And I'm going to pull my arms away from each other. Doesn't matter which hand you do it with for right now. We'll try both sides and just see what you feel. So first, I separate the hands and then I pull them away from each other. And then very gently start rotating your head and see which side allows a better, a more enjoyable sensation. So for me, my left hand is on top. If I try to look to the left, I don't get much. But if I look to the right, oh, I get a nice little slide there, especially if I tuck my chin. But find what works for you. Moving the chest. Feel free to switch the hands and just see how the other side feels. So again, I separate and pull them away. A few more breaths in the nose, out the mouth. Good, let it go. Move the head around. I think it feels nice to go into a little gentle extension. Move the shoulders. And a nice pandiculation. right, so that was 45 minutes on the head, neck, and face. Note how you're feeling. I always feel more space in the head, so much more relaxation, calm brain, emotions, very, very balanced, a lot of gratitude. Yeah, a lot of enjoyment. So if you're done, thank you so much for joining. If you want to do one weird one, um, I'll tell you what we're going to do, and then I'll let you decide. So, and I went to movement camp with Ido Portal one of the years, the shadow yoga, which is like a hatha yoga mixed with like Chinese martial arts. And one of the yogic practices of hatha yoga is about moving the tongue. We did different things with the tongue. So there is a tongue release that they have in Human Garage. The way it works is you grab a clean towel or a shirt, and you're going to grab the tip of your tongue, you're going to pull it out, and then you can rotate it. And whichever way has more restriction, that's the way you want to hang out. So that tongue fascia goes all the way down your esophagus, throughout your whole digestive tube. It also connects directly to the heart, goes to your pelvic floor, it goes all the way down to your toes. So some really important fascial lines here. And I keep one of these in the shower and just clean it every day and do some things in the shower. That's what the teacher recommended. So it's an easy thing to do while you're already very clean. So first time doing it, it's going to feel like you'll figure out what it feels like. It can be a little tense. So be gentle. Taking that towel, you're just going to grab the tip of the tongue. Not right at the tip. Go back maybe a centimeter or two. And then again, you pull out and then find out which rotation has more resistance. Go into the resistance. You'll take some breaths. You can move your head and neck around and try to enjoy. I classify this as the ones that feel good afterwards. All right, here we go. If you want, you can play with pulling it to the sides or up or down. You can make circles with it. Good. Our eyes always water on that one. I had in the last tongue, then 3 question marks. I didn't know if I was actually going to do it. I was feeling it tonight, so hope that was an experience for you. So we'll end with the sync up. So right leg crosses over the left, right hand underneath the left armpit, right hand. Give yourself a big hug. Pull on your spinal pelvic lock, belly button to spine. Look over your left shoulder, then rotate your body all the way around to the right. Keep looking over that left shoulder, spinal pelvic lock. 6 breaths, first 3, in the mouth, out the mouth. 1, 2, 3, in the nose, out the mouth. 1, 2, 3. Unwind towards center. Just taking a moment of gratitude for your body, the space you get to practice in, for the life that allows us to hang out like this and do cool things live and on recordings across space and time. So, if you go look at yourself in the mirror, you probably look a little brighter and fuller. Sometimes people get a dramatic face change after the first one. I'm very curious on yeah, how you're going to sleep tonight, mental state, emotional state. So any experiences, always feel free to send them my way. I'm infinitely curious. And yeah, you're very, very welcome. Hey, Lisa, Catherine, Adam. Good, good, good. Yeah. I sleep really well after doing this. And I think one of the great things about this is once you learn a lot of the basics of the movements, you can make up your own and you can do them like a few times, like full awareness. But I'll be watching comedy and just like moving my head around and it just feels so good. The more I do, the better I feel. So enjoy. And yeah, 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, I'll be doing some more fascial maneuvers every day this week. Reach out if I can support you in any way, and I will hope to see you soon. Good night, all.